Yeah, obviously, extremely tough loss. First, I want to give credit to Boston College and their coaching staff. They obviously had their guys prepared and coached a good game, played a good game. We made far too many mistakes to win the game. I really feel like we shot ourselves in the foot way too many times in that game. With penalties and then turnovers, it's just hard. You can't win a game when you do that many times. Obviously, in some critical moments with the turnovers as well. So, the positive coming out of it is you look at you saw a bunch of guys in that locker room that really care about each other and played and fought to the end. And there was plenty of times in that game they could have just tanked it and moved on, and you didn't see that. So I know this. We have the right character and substance on our team. We got to continue to get better, develop the guys we have, and keep bringing in players to recruiting into our program. But you saw the buy-in and as much as those guys care about one another and how they played. We were in it until the end. To our seniors, it's just it's a hard way to go out, a hard way to finish on a loss. Those guys, I probably said it before and say it again. Just for those guys to buy in the way they bought in this year, and we've demanded a lot of it. It's been a hard program for 12 months. It's been a hard program to stay in, be a part of. And you've seen that there's been guys that have trickled out along the way, and we made it hard for a reason. And so there'd be a big investment. It'd be hard to be in that room, be in that locker room. And so the guys that are in there, there'll be tremendous successes in their life because they've now learned that. They've gone through it. And so our seniors have bought in with blind trust and did a great job. It wasn't all pretty, obviously, but we got to continue to get better and grow. And I think you'll definitely see the program's heading in the right direction. We got to learn how to not beat ourselves before we can go beat someone else.
Questions?
DJ, how critical was not being able to punch in at that field goal with all the time to elapse at that point?
Yeah, critical. You get the ball in the end zone, the ball's in the half-yard line, you get the ball in the end zone, let alone turn it over. A couple days before that, we're on the 2-yard line in a 22-man mosh pit and had a holding penalty called on us. That got pushed back, and then I don't know, just one thing after another. But for us, 2 center exchanges on the 4th and 1 out on the field. If we don't fumble that snap, it's probably a touchdown. To the flip play to Kenny, there was absolutely no one there. He still almost got it after the whole fumble and all that. So, but it's just it is what it is. That's us executing. That's us executing the center quarterback exchange, which has been going on since this game began.
And just follow up how surprising in terms of Perry's normally very short-handed, and he just seemed to not be able to hold off the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look at the film and see I don't know whose fault the ball was getting up or not. If it was Perry, I don't know. It's hard to see this stuff full speed on the field. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think that can't happen.
DJ, in terms of your offensive line, was it tough to protect Perry today? And with that core being so young, do you think they'll look back on today as something they can grow from, they can learn from this?
Yeah, they need to. We need to. Got to get better up front. Absolutely. We knew going to the game that BC has a very good defensive front, and they do. They played well. They've done that. You watch their games throughout the whole year. They've done that to a lot of teams. But it is what it is. We got to man up and play up there. And at times we did that. At times we didn't. And that certainly, hurt us.
Can you talk about Ty's big playability, especially going forward?
He's done it all year. He's consistently been a big play guy for us all year. He does have that ability, and he's a young guy and still learning and getting better. And we're certainly excited about him and a lot of guys in that position moving forward. But you saw it again with Ty. He had several in this game. And he's done that. I don't know what he'll finish the year at yards per carry. But if it's not a record, it's got to be up there.
Coach, at one point you went for it on 4th down and 1. It wound up being a pitch to Kenneth Goins. Was that the plan all along, or had that been a clean snap? Were you going to go to Perry Hills right in the middle?
It was going to be a pitch to Kenny all along. If we pitched to Kenny, you look at the tape, but there was I was the closest man to him on the field. But we fumbled the snap, and we saw what happened.
Landry, Coach, can you compare Landry to the best defensive players you've seen this season?
He's a very good football player, really good football, talented guy, has a future in the NFL. Can't say enough good things about him.
In terms of going into the game without this leading tackler, how tough is that specifically? And also,
say one more time.
To go into this game without Shane, who's been the leading tackler, is a big game. How difficult is that to do? Also, I don't know if you can talk about Shane's situation.
Yeah, the great part is Isaiah Davis went there and played a great game for us. Isaiah's a young guy that has a bright future, flies around, plays fast, hits people, and I mean, he went in there and played an awesome game. You know, that's what I love. That's all I focus on, man. Isaiah Davis has a great future with us in this program.
How tough is it to play from behind? I mean, you guys fought back, which I'm sure you're happy about that, but just the energy you have to use, and you're always kind of looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Our guys, you know, it wasn't a matter of like we sputtered out and ran out of energy. We didn't. We were there. We're in it. You know, just we didn't execute in the end. We didn't. You know, if you have a ball with 2 minutes to go in a football game and a chance to score to go ahead, that's all you can ask for. You take that in any game. You know, in competitive football that happens quite a bit. And you know, in the 2-minute drill, they out-executed us.
Coach, what message did you have for the squad at halftime? It seems like the squad came out and played very well in the third quarter. Being back into the
It wasn't a real big rah-rah message. It was kind of like, you know, like we made adjustments. We changed some things on defense. We changed some things on offense. And the good part is they focused in. We said it was a 2-score game. I mean, and to that point, we were killing. I mean, the field position, we just killed ourselves on special teams plays. And I mean, it was the story of the game. We were backed up the whole first half. We just said if we stopped doing that, we're going to be right in it, and we were. The good part is they took the message, they listened, and it was more about executing. I was talking to them in this tone, like let's go fix it, and they had the confidence to go do that. That was the good part. We came up short.
You got through this game, and when you're able to go back and look at it, will you look at this season overall as positive, though?
Yeah, there's plenty of positives to point at, but you know, I don't know. I mean, we go in every game trying to win every game. You know, so I don't know. It's whatever. We're 6 and 7 now, so that's certainly not what we're shooting for. You know, there's a lot of positives. There's a lot of guys that got better this year, played a lot of football for us that were probably maybe not ready yet to play, but we had to play. So the good part moving forward is they had that experience under their belt. There's certainly a lot to grow from, and you know, as we move forward with our guys understand our system and how we do things. So yeah, there's plenty of positives, but you know, the end result is not what we want.
Time for 2 more.
Does the attention that you have paid to Landry kind of make it difficult to account for some of the other weapons that they might have on that line or in the line?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I thought we had a good plan for him. I know, you know, he got us in the end there, and I don't know, I mean, the whole defensive line is good, and there were some, you know, there were some plays where it was those guys being good and beating a guy, and there were some times we made dumb mistakes. We blew protections and just, you know, weren't assignment sound. So, you know, like I said, we shot ourselves in the foot several times, and give them credit. They made some plays.
Thank you, Coach.
We hit Terminus!